Alright, Retirement Eve battle number 3 against one of the old VG chatters from back when I went there a lot, D-21. And we had a standard battle before this, but it got disconnected, and it was pretty much just boiled down to, I have it on film, but it's pretty much just Blissey versus a Powdon, and eventually I got a crit Ice Beam, and it was kind of boring to watch, so I figured I'm not going to bother airing it. Anyway, the rematch here is a Roulette, and this one does finish, and I actually got a really good Roulette team, and he got a decent one too. So this actually ends up to be a pretty decent battle, including here, you see, I got Cress and a Roulette, which is several kinds of unfair. I'm not sure how many, but several kinds of unfair. Not a whole lot Hitmonlee can do to Cress, but I'm going to go ahead and set up Reflect anyway, I think, as I'm thinking that that thing probably has Limber, so T-Wave would be a silly move. I think it's about either Limber or Reckless, right? And I don't think anyone ever runs Reckless. Anyway, I go ahead and get a T-Wave on Drapion, though, because Drapion can be pretty fast if it wants to be. It sets up Toxic Spikes, which is fairly common for Drapion, I guess. But fortunately, I don't care a lick about Toxic Spikes. Obviously, Crest is going to float over them. And I also have another one of my favorite dudes to come out here and spin him away. So this will let me scout, see if he's got a Ghost, which would be nice to find out in general. And he continues to crunch, which I now know that Drapion can easily pack Fire Fang thanks to Seaman, although that was chronologically a later battle. This battle took place long before that awesome tie against Seaman. Critical Hit Rapid Spin, in fact, is what I got. And that thing ends up to have a Life Orb, so that critical hit, I don't know, maybe save me another turn, possibly, I don't know. Anyway, Overheat, as expected, and I expected it to have some kind of fire move, as Exploud is a really good guy to mix with. I think he has base 90, I think 91 in both offenses, so he's a really good guy to mix. That's why I went ahead and set up Reflect. However, he just continues to go for Shadow Ball, gets the drop out of it, and he still has halved attack, so I think he's maybe going to switch. I'm going to see what I want to do. He goes with the King Kick. I assume it's just to dodge the T-Wave, although now there's not a whole lot he can do. I have Reflect up, so even if the Stone Edge hits, it's not going to deal too much. I guess it could have critted, but that still wouldn't have done too much. Anyway, I just decided that I'm just going to have Cress attack now with its attacking move of choice, Psycho Cut, which is partially inspired by Brawl and how annoying I get, or how annoying Cress is on what's the name? Spear Pillar, is that it? Yeah, Spear Pillar in Brawl. I hate that Cress so much. Stupid Psycho Cut is so annoying. That's one reason, and also just because I think this Crest had like a 31 attack IV or some ridiculous crap like that. Anyway, he Shadow Balls again. I think he got in on a Psycho Cut that was intended for Hitmonlee. I know we got a drop, but I still have like 130 something HP, even though I'm in the yellow. So I just Moonlight up, and I'm going to see how much I take from this. I know my defenses are lowered, so I'm going to see if Crest can die, and Crest is not going to die, because Crest is Uber. But I lost like an extra 100 HP out of that. And Life Orb takes him down. I don't know if that crit Rapid Spin may have actually ended up to take him down a turn earlier. So here's Sceptile, which is obviously faster than me. I don't want it to get a sub up anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Psycho Cut. It doesn't want a sub, it just wants to kill Cress, which I don't blame it. I'd want to kill Cress too, because I hate Cress. And now Cress is dead! Yay! Everyone clap. So now I can go out to Grenade... Whoa, ball glitch. Okay. Now I can go out to Grenade Man, who pretty much won't take anything from Sceptile. Yeah, and as I saw Night Slash, I'm pretty sure it's not Subseed. And even if it was, I can still Rapid Spin away Seed, and that would just be a long bore fest that I would eventually come out of, because his patience would grow thin. So in comes Skull Man to take a Blaze Kick or a Fighting move, whichever he decides to go with, and ended up to be a Blaze Kick, so definitely a good thing I switched. And now I can either Will-O-Wisp, which would kill him and be better if he switched, or I could Shadow Sneak, which would be better if he stayed in, because I wouldn't take another hit. And I just go for the Sneak, and does decent amount of damage to Sceptile. I guess I'll just go for Ice Punch. I know he has Night Slash, but I'm pretty sure Noir can take one Night Slash. However, he gets a critical hit. However, Noir still lives it because Noir is Beast and proceeds to kill with Ice Punch, because... yeah, I'm currently rebreeding, or just breeding, a new Noir, which is not going to be beta. It's actually going to have a couple of 31 IVs in it, which hopefully will deal with stuff even better than this one, which has been pretty good for me, like, overall. Even it's probably been my best beta. But anyway, since he's paralyzed, I know I can get off a pain split, and I lose hit points out of it, but he also loses hit points out of it. I'm just kind of glad I lived the crunch there, as Noir ends up to be absolutely essential for a thing later on, as you'll see. Yeah, this is kind of, I guess, the Dusk Noir's it's kind of sort of his swan song for the beta before I make this new one. I don't think I used them in any battles significantly after this. Anyway, I sent in Commando Man, hoping he wouldn't want to switch to Earthquake, which he easily could have, because I was very weak. And I got him in on a crunch, so now I plan to DD up once, maybe twice, see how many, see if he packs Earthquake, which he does, see if I can live 2. And I can live 2, it's just that he gets a critical hit, which gives him a 2 and 1. So now I've got to go ahead and attack him now. I don't have the luxury of a second DD. I know Shucka is somewhat common on him, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to die anyway. And he doesn't die anyway, so now he gets to kill me due to the crit and due to the bad damage. I don't know what his EV spread was, but I feel like that was min damage. That was, I don't know, I feel like a +1 T-Tar should still be able to kill that thing. Oh yeah, leftovers. I was trying to think what item I have on that guy. Oh, maybe I should have LO on him. I'm not sure. Probably not though, because I don't know. I like lefties better on him overall. Anyway, Sand takes him down, and now guess what comes out? When I saw King Cray, I was hoping that it was like a Crawdont, because it's like a crayfish, but it's not. It's a Craydilly, or Cradily as I like to pronounce it. And fortunately, I brought out like the one thing that can actually deal with Cradily. Obviously, Sand's up now, and Cradily is like the worst thing you can ever face in Sand, except for maybe Shuckle. And especially in Roulette, so this is like, oh my goodness. He went for Toxic. I guess he expected me to Pain Split, and I observed from that I'm faster than it, which is really good. As now my only hope is to hit him from the physical side. Fortunately, Noir has Ice Punch, which is also super effective, so hoping for a freeze, and look at this, I got a freeze. I am ecstatic, because now the game will continue, otherwise I would probably be Cradily swept. Hoping I can get some more Ice Punches off before he unfreezes. Clearly I'm expecting him to have Recover, as that's what most Cradily have. I think, does he learn it by level, or by Egg Move? I'm not sure at this point. Anyway, he's still frozen, so yay, I'm gonna get to finish the thing off. That's slow enough that a sneak might kill, but since I've been faster, I'm pretty sure I can just Ice Punch him and finish him off. And, however, he gets a preemptive thing on me there, because he showed another freeze turn, so I don't know what was going on with that. It could have been a speed tie, as strange as that is, because, I mean, it's not like these guys have speed EVs or anything like max speed tie from that, so I don't know what was going on with that, or if he tried some sort of priority move. I don't even think Cradily learns any priority moves, so I assume it was a speed tie. I assume he was going for Recover, but that could have been really scary if he had won a speed tie there, the last speed tie, and got a Recover up. That would have been really bad. But anyway, Hitmonlee comes in, and as I expected earlier, did live the Stealth Rock switch in, but I guess in reality that sneak didn't matter too much because we were both going to go down to Sand. But anyway, at this point I'm just relieved that Cradily didn't get me. And he's got another guy who's benefited by Sand, and Bastiodon, but fortunately I have a Lekman out who can cross-chop. However, Lekman's not going to stay in here and cross-chop because I want to use my last guy, which is Hard Man, yay, Aggron, or a GG Ron, as that's kind of the meme, because, you know, I mean, Aggron has GG right in his name, right? So that's sort of how it goes. He actually has Metal Sound Bastiodon, which is pretty interesting, so unfortunately it's not going to get to do much right here, as Aggron also has the Sandstorm Special Defense boost, identical typings here. Also, are these like I think these are the only two guys who learn not Metal Burst, right? Yeah, Metal Burst by level. So a couple of Aqua Tails to get him down there. He switches over to T-Bolt now. I assume he went for Ice Beam trying to get a Revenge Freeze, which would have been funny. But anyway, what am I going to do to finish him off? Of course, I'm going to Head Smash to finish him off, because that's just the most awesome move in the game. So that was a good match, D-21. Hopefully we'll get to have some more at some point. And my phone's ringing, so I'm going to cut it short. And thanks for watching. Later days.